Good afternoon, LC3 parents. Just wanted to give you a little update about what's happening in habit training. Today, LC3 finished its last activity with Reverence. We read a poem that was written by Emily Dickinson. The title of the poem is The Pedigree of Honey, and it goes like this. The pedigree of honey does not concern the bee. A clover any time to him is aristocracy. The Pedigree of Honey by Emily Dickinson. So our discussion today was first about the definitions of what pedigree and aristocracy is. Pedigree, we decided, was basically your lineage or your ancestry, so sort of where you come from. And then also aristocracy is basically the elite class or the upper class or the ruling class. So what we determined the poem meant was that a bee is not concerned or bothered by where it gets its honey or the type of honey that it's able to give. Mostly the bee is content and doesn't look for anything specific. A clover anytime to him, a clover is a simple little flower. It's about 3 inches tall, and it grows in all grass. And most of the honey that we get is clover honey. And so for a bee, hey, this sounds great. This is wonderful. It's not super concerned about special kinds of flowers. And we as people too should make sure that we are loving and open and reverent towards all types of persons. It doesn't matter what their pedigree is. It doesn't matter what their lineage is. It doesn't matter what class they are. As Christians, we are to love everyone. And so that's the discussion that we had today about the poem. If you want to continue the discussion with your student, maybe you could ask them if they remember the title or the author, or ask them to describe the poem. I didn't ask our students to memorize it, but you never know. They might be able to recite something. And maybe you could have a discussion with them about the importance of being open to all persons and not to sort of narrow ourselves towards a certain type of people or even people in locations. And maybe discuss examples of how Jesus was open to being with and going different places. Just as the honeybee travels wherever it needs to go to get what it needs to do, we too should travel the world and spread the word of God with all people. All right, hope this is helpful. Thank you.